Hi guys, welcome to an update video, and today I'm going to be showing all the things I picked up in the last 2 weeks. But before I get started, I just want to wish a big happy birthday to David and Boxes. I hope you have a great day with your friends and family, and I hope you have some great presents as usual, and I can't wait to see you next update. So yeah, let's get started with the things I've got. Mostly CDs again, you know, just haven't been buying any vinyls lately, I don't really need none, to be honest, so this is all mostly CDs. Really great new releases though along the way now that the Christmas winter period's coming up as usual. Oh, great. So yeah, let's get started. A new one which was released, was it last week or the week before? Haim, Days Are Gone, the debut album from the American band. Really great album. Went to #1, which really surprised me. I think if you like sort of like the Bangles and Fleetwood Mac and Beach Boys kind of thing, you'll love this. A lot of people say this is really boring, but I really disagree. You know, you just have to listen to it a few times for it to grow on you. You know, I know it might not be everyone's taste, but you know, it's a nice change to have someone like, well, a group like this compared to all the rubbish that's in the charts at the moment. You know, there's some really bad stuff at the moment in the music industry, so this is a nice refreshing change, and well done for them to get into #1, which is fantastic. Next is a new one that came out this week, and it's Eliza Doolittle, Let It Rain. The CD's in the play at the moment because I'm listening to it. What can I say? It's a really great album, a big step up from her first album, which was released 3 years ago. This one's a lot more mature than the first one. You can just tell that she's maturing even more, and some really great tracks on here. I really like Let It Rain. That's probably my favourite track on the album so far. I love the album title track as well, Waste of Time, and the single Big When I Was Little. So yeah, really do recommend this, and I'm going to listen to this a lot more today, I think. So yeah. Next is the sophomore album from Joanna Vickers, Music to Make Boys Cry. This is a very independent release, released by Soul Recordings. A really great album nonetheless. You know, it's just a shame that it hasn't had the big success it deserves, but I expect it to be, you know, a little bit of a flop anyway. Very good electronic synthy 80s sound of an album. I really like Cinderella, I like Music to Make Boys Cry, I like Boy in Paris as well, and Blind Game. So yeah, very good album. I picked this up from HMV about 3 weeks ago, I think it was. So yeah, loving it. Next is an artist who I'm very new to, and she's a very good R&B artist from America, and she's really underrated, and it's Janelle Monáe, and I picked up both albums from HMV a few weeks ago. The only thing is, I made the mistake of listening to the second album, Electric Lady, first, before this one. I haven't listened to this one yet, but I'm excited to. But Electric Lady is a really great album, 10 out of 10. I've only listened to the first half of it, but I've been listening to it over and over again, and I just cannot get enough of it. I love the artwork as well. It's very 70s, just very stylish as well. It's just such a criminal that she's really underrated, you know, compared to some artists which are so rubbish compared to this magnificent artist. I really like Prime Time. That's probably my favourite track on the album. I've just had it on loop over and over again. I like the single Dance Apocalyptic as well. Very great. And I like Queen. So yeah, very great. The only thing I don't like is a couple of the interludes. I just think they're a bit unnecessary, but you know, just I suppose it's a design of the album. It's a very concept sort of album, and I'm guessing this one is as well, the debut album. So yeah, recommended. Have a listen, you really might like it. It's fantastic. Next is one that I'm going to get a lot of flack for, but I bought it because I just wanted to know what all the fuss was about, and you know, she's a big icon at the moment in the music industry. Not that, you know, I'm a big fan or anything, but I just bought it because, you know, when you've got money to spare, you just buy music, and it's Miley Cyrus bangers. The only reason I really bought this is because I love the singles, We Can't Stop and Wrecking Ball. Even though the Wrecking Ball video is a bit raunchy, as everyone knows. It's quite good. There's a couple of really good tracks on here, like 4x4 and Love Money Party featuring Big Sean, which I'm guessing will be singles in the future. So yeah, you know, because I like artists like Rihanna and that sort of thing, you know, same thing. It's good that she's grown up a bit now, because I used to detest Hannah Montana and all that sort of stuff back in the day. So she's just doing her own thing and I'm just going along with it. The only thing I wish is that I wish she could tone down the image a little bit, but you know, if it gets her big success, then who am I to disagree? So yeah, quite good. Although I prefer Janelle Monáe's. Now, next are some singles which I picked up off eBay, and the first one is Bjork, Army of Me. This was quite pricey, but I really wanted it, and I love the artwork. It's very, very 90s with the 3D design of the polar bear. It reminds me of like the PlayStation era. Of course, I don't know which single version this is. I don't know if this is CD1 or CD2, because the other CD single has this image on the front cover. So it could be 1 or 2, I'm not sure, but I really like it. It's got 4 tracks on here, and I love anything Bjork, as anyone knows. I've also picked up another Bjork single, it's Hyper Ballad, with a very eerie but very beautiful artwork of Bjork's face with the bubbles next to her. Again, I paid quite a bit for this, you know, I don't want to say, but I just really wanted it, and it's got 6 tracks on it, which is really good for a CD single, so money well spent. So yeah, loving it. Hopefully I'll get some more Bjork singles very soon. I've just been buying a lot of stuff off eBay lately. I'm trying and track down everything that I want. Next is another CD single, it's Tori Amos God. Another Tori Amos single I needed. Very, very unusual artwork, but very good condition, which I'm pleased about. So yeah, just try and track down some more Tori Amos and Bjork singles as usual. Hopefully more in the next few weeks. Next is Siobhan Donaghy, Overrated. As you all know, I'm a big fan of Siobhan Donaghy's solo work. So yeah, I paid £1.25 for this, which is really, really cheap considering it's a single and it looks very new. I've actually picked up another Siobhan Donaghy single, Don't Give It Up, but it hasn't arrived yet, so I'll definitely show that in my next update video. I'm very pleased to have that one. Can't wait for it to arrive. Next are some albums by the same group, and it's a group I've been getting into a lot lately, and it's Eternal, and this is a debut album, Always and Forever. Basically, if some of you don't know, they're a British UK R&B girl group from the 90s, and they split up in the late 90s. And I really am getting into these a lot lately, especially because there's rumours they are reforming for the Big Reunion Series 2, fingers crossed. That would be amazing, because I could see them live then. So yeah, very, very good R&B girl group, you know. You can see these sort of albums in the charity shops a lot, but I think they're really good, you know, they're not the usual tat. Some really great songs off this one anyway. This was when there was a 4-piece group. And then they went on to a 3-piece group with a second album, Pair of a Woman. Very, very great album. Much more R&B based and Americanised than the first one. So yeah, loving it. Even though I do prefer the first album. Then I picked up the 4th album by Eternal, which was a big flop. This was when they became a duo, the two sisters. This is by Esther Bennett and Vernie Bennett. Very, very good R&B. Again, you know, it's very going in the direction like Chelsea and Destiny's Child is. You know, it's just a shame that it's a big flop. And the only album I'm sort of missing from Eternal now is the 3rd album, Before the Rain, and I also want to get the greatest hits as well. So yeah. Then I picked up off eBay an Eternal single, I Am Blessed, which is a really, really great ballad. It really does remind me of a Whitney Houston song, like I Will Always Love You. Just amazing vocals, and it's very wintry as well. Fantastic, and the artwork's very, very nice as well. And I picked up a lot of Eternal singles off eBay last night, so they should be here by the end of the week. So hopefully I could do an update next week or the week after. So that's all the CDs, everyone. Now let's do the vinyls. I've only picked up one 7-inch single, and it's Eurythmics with Aretha Franklin. Sisters are doing it for themselves. I've already got this, but it's got a different front cover, and the condition of my other copy is a bit bad. So this condition is really good. So I just want to replace it, even though I do prefer the artwork on the other copy I've got. But great song nonetheless. And the only album I picked up on vinyl is Pat Benatar Get Nervous, which I was missing from my collection. I got this off Amazon about 2 weeks ago. And very unusual artwork with Pat Benatar in a straitjacket in like a mental institution. Yeah, quite creepy, but I love it. So yeah, that's all the Pat Benatar albums I really need from the 80s either. The only one that is which I'll find eventually is the live album. I think it's called Live from My Earth, I think it's called. So that's the only sort of album I'm missing from Pat Benatar's 80s stuff, but I've got all the studio albums from the 80s decade. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Or comment as usual, picked some great stuff I think. And I can't wait for my eBay purchases to arrive and some more releases being released in the next few weeks and months, as a matter of fact. So yeah, again, happy birthday David, I hope you have a great day, and thanks for supporting me as usual, and speak to you soon.